What's up, y'all? So I'm not a YouTuber. However, I was so motivated to make this video today. I guess it's kind of a rant. I guess you could say. I don't know. I've been inspired to make this video, but then I seen a video today. Well, not a video, but I was on a live for watching the Lapeef Network, and Chaotic Truth was on there. So for anyone that watches the Lapeef, you probably are familiar with Chaotic Truth. Now, I personally, typically, I disagree with a lot of things that he does say in reference to like black people. He really comes off like he's trolling 99% of the time, to be brutally honest, but I don't know. And I'm not really here to talk about him technically. However, he did have, like I said, a live going on today, and he was like, the title of the video was like something like are are people jealous of dark skinned black women, which I thought was kind of like a doofus title. It doesn't even really make sense. I mean, especially in the climate that we live in. For anyone, I'm a black woman, so I was just like, huh? I mean, not really. I don't know. And then it kind of seemed like he was trolling a little bit, but I'm basing that on different things that he said in the past. So I guess that's neither here or there. But I'm in the comments and stuff. I'm saying, going back and forth with a couple of men, seemingly to be black men, and like I'm just peeping the comments and I'm just like, okay, like I notice, as a black woman, a lot of these black men, like they really be coming for sisters all the time. Like I know a lot of, well, to be fair, a lot of us sisters go at the black men too. I mean, but the whole gender war between the black woman and the black man is like such a huge thing right now. It has been for a while. So I really ain't gonna delve into that too much. However, it kind of just gets annoying, like just extremely annoying, because it's like I know they gotta, sometimes I just be like, they gotta be trolling. They can't be this like dunce or this stupid. Like it's crazy. It's crazy as hell. So I'm in the comments and stuff, and Amira, one of the female panelists, well, she's not really on most of the shows anymore. She usually, I think she has her own show on the network, and then she has like her own other YouTube channel, and I think her name's like Amira Lion. Oh, I don't know. She has her own YouTube channel. I don't remember what it is. I would shout her out, because I do disagree with a lot of things that she says, but I'm just not. I'm a fair person, so to be honest, I do technically still like her. And Amira is a Middle Eastern woman who is on a predominantly black panel at certain times of, just different lives she'll jump on, for hot sec or maybe for the whole show, which has been a rare thing lately. But Amira came on, and there was this guy in the chat that was just coming for black women, right? So I'm not really here to talk about the topic of the show, but I just have to say that like, they were basically addressing like Candace Owens. She came for this black girl who made this video, just basically saying that she had like pretty privilege, and she was kind of, I mean, she wasn't really bragging. She was just basically saying that, because she's so pretty, these are the things that she has to deal with. And it was a very, very dark skinned black woman. She appeared to have a weave in her head or whatever. But I don't know though, because I know a lot of sisters that have hair. I have hair. I've never struggled in the hair department. But, it's kind of hard to say if it's a weave or not sometimes, because when we wear our hair straight, especially depending upon, if you get like a good old silk press, it can look like a weave, right? And so I don't know if she had a weave or not, but Candace Owens was basically saying like the lady wasn't cute enough to be sitting up there, basically saying that she had all this privilege, because she's pretty, yada yada. And so Chaotic Truth was just like, well, she's a dark skinned woman, so she should think like that, blah blah blah, and she's, better than, this type of woman or that type of woman. And so there was like a guy in the comments that just kept saying like anything that was anti-black. They had even a lady on the panel that was like a lot anti-black. She was just like saying how the only woman that's really pretty is like the exotic woman, well, in her eyes anyways. To be fair, she was, basically saying that people are entitled to their own opinions and thoughts, and I agree. I personally don't have a problem with people liking what they like, right? But really, I wanted to make this video because the guy that was just coming for anyone black or just always had something negative to say just kept on saying like, he was like, well, oh, well, when Amara came on, I'm sorry, I kind of had to backtrack a little bit. So Amara came on the panel for a hot sec, and I'm thinking, what the hell, Amara coming on here? Because what could she say? But honestly, Amara said some real stuff for the most part, right? And whether she was capping or not, but it wasn't really relevant to what I'm going to talk about, so that's irrelevant. But I brought Amir up simply because the guy that was in the comments, one of the men, there was several, he kept saying like, oh yay, Amir is here, probably just trolling and trying to make people mad. And I usually don't comment, but I guess I had time and I was bored, so I was like, so I was commenting back and forth with several people. Well, really, I wasn't going back and forth with anyone. I was just dropping my little gems in there, and then they were coming for me. And I personally get really annoyed by Amira, even though I actually like her. So I was just like, oh my god, why is Amira here? And some guys like, oh well, Amira's prettier than you, and they were just basically like trying to bash black women. And it's like they just want us to hate. It's like this person wanted us to, well, it was like a couple of them. It's like they just wanted us to hate Amira and to be jealous of Amira. They're like, oh, Amira is the prettiest out of all the women on the panel and any woman in the chat. And, oh, she has her real hair. And so I was like, so when Amira made a point, I was like, oh, 100%. And he's like, well, Amira has her. I was like, I said something like, well, he's like, well, at least she has her real hair, like, which was totally left field because I'm like, what are you talking about? I didn't even comment on the hair. And I was like, well, yeah, she does. I was like, but everyone has hair. And I was like, and I love the hair that I came with, right? And then he's like, but look at her hair though. And I'm just like, and then there was another guy in the comments that was like, yeah, but you guys don't have your real hair. And it's like they just kept on commenting about black women not having hair, or they were saying black women not having hair. And then the lady, one of the ladies on the panel, which was like super anti-black, she was like commenting about good hair at the same time that these men were saying what they were saying. It was just like a whole bunch of comments going up in the chat about black women and their hair and good hair and all this stuff. And I'm just like, I know that the world is anti-black. I really firmly believe that for the most part, right? At least on surface, we know what it is. At least, well, I ain't gonna get into that, but it's like I'm over here, the type of black woman that I don't rock weaves. I don't like wigs. I don't like any of that stuff. But I'm a little bit older. I grew up in the 90s, and I don't remember black women wearing wigs unless you were like in the movies or you was a prostitute, literally. Young women, we didn't wear wigs. Like, I can't even put on a wig right now because I'm just still kind of like set in the mindset of when you got on a wig, you just look crazy. Like, where I grew up at, if you had on a wig, you had like either you were older or you had medical things going on or you were a prostitute. I mean, you just didn't wear a wig, especially like those colorful wigs, like all. And I'm not trying to knock anybody that wears wigs necessarily, but I will say that wigs don't do sisters justice. Like, we look so much, to me, black women look so much better with their natural hair. But that's not even the point of this video. The point I'm trying to make, and what I'm really trying to get at, if I can stop rambling, is that some of us black women really do like our hair. And so some of the guys were making comments about, not having good hair, and Lisa Mirror's hair. And Amira's Middle Eastern. Like, she got European type hair. I mean, we're the only race of people that have our type of hair. And some of these black men, they get so accustomed to a lot of our sisters wearing weaves that they think that it's black women out here that really don't like our hair. Now, and then I guess they're looking at it from their standpoint because they can only think, how they think. And they view our hair as, well, I'm not going to say how I think they view it, but based on the types of conversations that I've had, in the YouTube streets anyways. And then actually in real life too, actually. It just seems like they can't believe that some of us women, some of us black women really like our hair. Like, I've even had other races of women make comments and stuff like that, trying to say on the slide, like, oh, y'all, I know y'all like want your hair long or want your hair straight, or, just whatever comments. I can't think of any offhand, but it's crazy because I happen to be kind of, well, I'm not as pro-black as I used to in certain aspects, but I'm definitely militant minded for the most part. And one thing about me, I love hair. I love my hair, and I love nappy hair. I love the hair that I was born with, right? And I wouldn't trade it for the world. Like, I know a lot of black women that probably could never say that, and it kind of annoys me because a lot of women that are not black, they really do think that we want to be like them. And they think that we, as a whole, black women as a collective, really want to look like them. And a lot of us really don't, right? We really do enjoy being black, with all the problems and all the, judgments and everything that comes with it. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be no other race of people, of a person rather. But it's like, it's crazy because these black men was really trying to, it's like they wanted to see me cry or something. Like, what do you mean? And then it's hurtful too because it's coming from, somebody that probably looks like me. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you never know who's behind these little avatars. But I really had to make this video because I really wanted to say, for the most part, that a lot of us black women out here, we actually pride ourselves in being black. You know what I'm saying? I don't need no weave or hair all down my back. Like, I don't look at a white woman or a non-black woman, even if their hair is to the floor, and think, oh my God, I wish. Or I don't even wear my hair straight 99% of the time. So I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? I'm an African American woman, so I've worn my hair in all different types of styles, and you know what I'm saying? And ain't nothing wrong with straight hair, straightening your hair here and there, right? But for the most part, I love my kinky hair, right? And I just don't understand how some people, whether it be black men, black women, or non-black women or non-black whoever, right, could really just not understand that, just because a lot of black women do wear their weaves 24/7, that don't mean that there's not sisters out here that really like how we look. We like our hair, you know what I'm saying, whether it be to our ears or to our butt. You know what I'm saying? We our hair is unique. You know what I'm saying? And that's another reason why I just be wishing that sisters would wear our own hair, because I'm really tired of seeing these women try to come for. I be sitting in the comments taking up for these women that wear, for my sisters that wear weaves, because these non-black women really be thinking we want to look like them. I literally just seen all kinds of comments on a video. I think it was on TikTok. But they were like, "Oh, you guys want to look like us?" And and I don't understand why black women are not more prideful, in that sense. Like, I wish another race of woman, or anyone for that matter, would ever come in my face and say something like that, thinking that I even remotely want to look like them, right? Everyone should be proud of who they are. There's nothing wrong with every race being proud of who they are. I'm one of those people where I don't care. You can say I'm proud to be white, I'm proud to be Hispanic, I'm proud to be, or Mexican, whatever. But I don't get offended by that, because I'm proud of who I am, right? As a black woman. And I just don't understand why people really sit up here and think that it's impossible to love the kinkiness of our hair. Like, it's not. I'm not a dark skinned woman, but I'm not light skinned either. And it's like where it's not like, I don't know, they just act like it's impossible to love, who we are as a people. And I just don't get it. And a lot of us black women, we really need to knock that fucking weave out and start wearing our natural hair and show these people that we really do like who we are. Because one thing I don't like too about sisters is that a lot of us will try to be like, oh, want to speak that pro-black, when somebody coming at them, but then you got a big ass weave in your head all down your back. And I had I swear I had posted on an Instagram video one time, and I ain't gonna lie, I was like low-key troll. I was low-key trolling a little bit, but I was annoyed because it was like a hair video, and I made the comment because there were other comments in there that kind of prompted me to leave the comment that I left. And I was just basically saying something like, I don't understand why, because the woman in the video, let me talk about the video. She was getting a long ass straight weave that was like to her, past her butt. And not saying that black women cannot grow their hair that long. I mean, actually, I got like, some of my aunties got hair, not that long, but almost, right? But their hair is not straight naturally, of course. But it's like, how, like, I said something to the effect of, I don't understand how black women don't feel a little bit ashamed, or I don't know. This might come out wrong, so y'all forgive me, sisters, because I love all y'all. I love my people. However, I just don't, like, I have too much pride to put that type of hair in my head, knowing that that type of hair doesn't grow out of my head. I would never want any other race of a person to look at me and feel like I'm trying to be anything other than what I was born as. And so for me, it's a pride thing. But not only that, I love myself. So I said something like that, in a comment. And I was just like, I'm not going to say I was so surprised, but I was definitely a little bit in awe to an extent, because you should have seen how long my comment blew up. Like, I was getting hits left and right, on Instagram, notifications left and right, talking about, like they were really coming from my neck, because they were defending the weave. There was not one sister that even resonated a little bit with, with what I had said. And all I said was, and I mean, to be fair, I mean, I get it, right? I mean, you don't want anybody trying to tell you what you should do. And I wasn't really saying it in that way. So, but I am a fair person, and I can understand how someone would probably still perceive it, because they're just probably like, well, I like wearing it and that's what it is. But I was just trying to spark a mind, or, hopefully they would just understand what I was saying, because a lot of non-black women do be coming for us talking about, we want to be like them, we want to look like them, and we're wearing their hair. And so I didn't put all that in there, but I said, what I said, and that was alluding to that. So with that said, I was just like, okay, so why? I was just surprised, because I'm like, man, this is a new time, because Every single black woman that hit that was on that post, it seemed like came for me in my inbox or whatever you want to call it. They kept commenting, talking about me bad. Well, of course they can't talk about me bad, but they was trying to. And I was just sitting there like, damn, they really don't want. It's like, I don't want to say they don't want to be black, but y'all really looking like y'all don't want to be black. And that's another thing too. So I be on Instagram, I'm looking at all these black women like, y'all really trying to look like y'all Latina or y'all anything other than black, right? And I get it, you know what I'm saying? Some of us sisters, we can't help it because, I'm kind of on the medium brown complexion. Sometimes I look, kind of light skin a little bit too. Not really light skin, but I don't know. People say that sometimes. So if I put a big old long weave, of course I'm gonna maybe look a little exotic or whatever. But I get it to an extent because our men, black men, love those type of women. But at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna look how I look. I ain't never had a problem, you know, catching a black man if I really wanted to catch one. So, but I just be feeling like a lot of sisters don't even want to look black. And I be on some of their pages and I'm just like, dang, they trying to look like anything other than what they were born as, right? And it's not to say you can't change it up, here and there, but some of these girls, they wear that shit 24/7, right? And I get it, you know what I'm saying? Because it do low-key kind of help your hair grow a lot. That's why a lot of those celebrities got really long hair up under them wigs because any black woman know, you know what I'm saying? You keep your hair braided, keep it up under them wigs, your shit gonna grow. Like, for real, for real. So, I mean, that's one way to keep your hair untouched and, not, jacked up by putting your hands in it every day, put it under a wig. But shit, you ain't got to put it under a wig to keep it, from, growing or whatever. There's other things to do. But, yeah, so it just kind of be irritating watching as a black woman see, sisters do that to themselves. And then it's just annoying because the black men think that all black women, what I'm saying, we really envious. Like, oh, well, like they were saying to me in the comments, oh, well, Amir has her hair though. It was like Amir has hair. I'm like, okay, I have hair too. So just because we don't have straight hair doesn't mean we don't have hair. Some black women like their nappy hair. Some women like their froze. Like we all ain't out here trying to look like a white woman or a Hispanic woman or whatever shit. We all ain't out here trying to look like that. I love how I look. Like, can you imagine, like, if all the black women wore their natural hair? Like, I really wish that I was just born into a different time sometimes because the shit is getting sickening. I can't deal. And then half the time these damn wigs ain't even looking hot. And what's crazy is that black women would, some of us anyways, and some of y'all probably gonna get mad at this comments, but I don't really give a fuck because y'all know this shit is real. Sometimes you'll see a woman, she'd rather put on a raggedy ass wig than to put like her real hair in a ponytail real quick so she can go to the store. How many times have you been out in public and you done seen a woman with a raggedy ass wig on, ain't even glued down, like, and I'm not even I don't even know how to put a wig on, so I can't even tell you what she needed to do, but I know she didn't need to put that wig on. I know that. And of course, I'm being a mean girl right now because at the end of the day, people should be able to look how they want to look. But because black people have been through so much and we continue to go through so much, I just hate for us to go out like that. We really be looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? And black men already be coming for our heads and just, trying to judge us harshly in all aspects, right? And Lord knows they can't talk, right? But that's a whole nother video. And I'll probably do one because low-key, I've been really needing to rant about them. And I really don't care what anyone has to say about what I have to say because that's just how I feel. I mean, everybody has their thoughts and opinions. So I'm going to gladly post this and whoever can say whatever they want to say. And that's just what it is. But yeah, that should be getting irritating. I'm just tired of, and really, And this is, I want to say this, like when I say this about sisters in their wigs and whatnot, I'm saying this out of love. Like, of course they might say we ain't asked you to, I don't give a fuck. It's out of love. And I be getting irritated because when these non-black women and these men be trying to come for y'all heads, that should be making me mad, because I do understand, society has always told us that we need to be everything but who we are. But some of y'all sisters need to stand strong. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know this should sound cheesy, but it's real. And it's like, fuck what they're saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't try to, like, I know it's hard because, a lot of times we're expected to look one way in the work world and whatever. But things have gotten a little bit better in that sense. So we can, now wear our regular hair, our natural hair, in most jobs and stuff like that. And I know some of us sisters, just probably like the look better. And you know what? If that's what you like, wear that shit. But at the end of the day, all I'm saying is that I really be trying to defend us. I really do. I be in these comments or in these streets, whenever I run across anybody that try to say anything, I'm definitely going to stand up for us, because I know at the end of the day, sisters ain't trying to really probably be any other race but black, because we already know being black is lit. We do have, like, oh my God, we just all fucked up right now. But at the end of the day, even with our all our problems and stuff, like I said earlier in the beginning of the vid, I wouldn't be any other race. We're a talented people. We create so much. It's just we are not respected. And to be honest, it's, I don't want to say it's rightfully so, that we are not respected as much as we should. But at the end of the day, we definitely have played a role in that type of view, towards us. So, but again, and that's a whole nother video too. So I ain't gonna go into that. But yeah, so when I say what I say, it's all out of love. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying it to be a bitch or nothing like that. I really just feel like I don't like them talking about us, straight up. And I want black women to be better and to do better, as a whole. I personally, I ain't out here looking for nobody, so I'm already married. But I'm tired of black men trying to come for us and, oh, you guys don't have hair. No, we do have hair. Just because we don't have our hair. And then they be really trying to talk about somebody was in the comments talking about nappy hair. Okay, nappy is good. Okay, and what? Like, I like nappy, but I don't want. And I know sometimes nappy is difficult. We all know as a black person dealing with nappy hair is difficult to do, to comb through, if you're not taking care of your hair properly. But at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck about that. I love my fucking hair. I would never trade it in. You know what I'm saying? Whatever race you come into the world as, embrace it. So I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with, not being a black person. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I ain't worried about that until I incarnate back into this damn earth as another race of a person. For right now, it's all black over here. So I love my nappy hair, and that's just what it is. And some of us out here really like that shit. You know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to wake up and be a black woman. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how many exotic women y'all throw in y'all videos. I'm not trying to be them. I don't even want that attention. And it's a lot of us. There's more than just me. There's a lot of women, a lot of black women out here that ain't trying to be nothing else but us. Because guess what? There's a lot of black men that love us as is. Believe it. I don't care what you see in the media. I don't care what you see in these YouTube streets. There's a lot of black men that love us just as we are. You know what I'm saying? And again, good black men too. Shit. So, yeah, I just wanted to let that be known and get that off real quick, because as I was watching the live, I was like, man, I'm about to do a whole goddamn video. I don't even know if anybody gonna watch it, because like I said, this is gonna be my first video. But yeah, if they don't, they don't. They do. So I'm out.